why I keep pausing, stopping, or restarting my YouTube or my social media journey. This video, I'm gonna just like authentically share with you why this is happening. And if this is happening for you, this might also benefit you. So maybe you have the dream or the goal to literally start a YouTube channel or a TikTok channel or like Instagram, and you wanna blow up, you wanna like go viral, you wanna like grow your business, or just like become an influencer. For whatever reason it is that you wanna grow your social media, I'm gonna share those lessons that I've accumulated over the years. And for now, literally, I've been into this field since 2018, 19. I've been always this guy who documents things, journals things, and it has been almost 8 years. I must say that I haven't, like, nothing has blown up in the literal meaning of it, but I've had a very, very, very big journey. And as you see, the number of subscribers on this channel isn't that high, but I've tried a lot of things, and I want to share literally my journey with you, the lessons that I've learned. And even those lessons, it's not that you have like it's not that you will have one single lesson sometime and it will solve everything. I don't want to give you this fake dopamine. I want to be very authentic, because this is this channel is about, and I'm gonna talk about authenticity too. So stay in this one if you want to grab all of this wisdom that I've accumulated. And it's a huge wisdom, especially if you haven't reached the results that you want to reach yet. First of all, I want to mention that this is not the only YouTube channel that I have, not the only social media. I'm gonna just talk about YouTube because otherwise it will be too much. I have another Arabic channel around like 550 ish subscribers. I've started that. This was the first one that I've started as I moved back then from my home country to another country. I was just documenting things there. So that was the first one, and I stopped posting anything on it for a while. Then somewhere in 2023, I started the second channel, which was a self-improvement English channel. It was just about self-improvement, about dating, etc., because I was in this era of dating, self-improvement, etc. And then on the same time, because I was into software and in the industry of software, I had literally a channel on how to code with Chad. It's a channel, it's still there, out there. It has maybe around, I brought it to around 100 subscribers. Another one was this one, literally, which I called back then Chad Unfiltered. It's the unfiltered me. I'm just like not editing videos, putting that out there as it is. And then lately I've started also like a financial channel where I'm literally just sharing my financial wisdom. And you might think, if you aren't like me and you don't have those different interests, you might think like, what the fuck? Those are a lot. But this is me, man. This is me. I'm trying to accept me. I'm trying to work on me. I'm trying to grow, and I'm being authentic here. I want to just give you the authentic experience as it is. So as I was asking a question like why I keep pausing, because the last video that I posted on this channel was 4 months ago. So I sat there and I was like, why I keep pausing? Why I keep restarting? Why I keep starting again? Especially when it comes to the social media, etc. And I've realized that there are like 5-6 points that I want to share with you. And the first point is literally the different interest. I've been always this guy, even in school time, I've been always this guy with different interests. I was good in math, but I was good in languages and literature. I enjoyed the history sessions, lectures. I studied informatics, which is computer science and mathematics in the university, but then here we go, I'm doing something totally different. I've worked like 3-4 years in the software industry, and then I switched totally into different industry, which I'm in right now, which is like coaching, generally speaking, coaching and consulting. And within the consulting, I have different areas of interest there and different offers. And being very honest with you, and I was scared to share this. I was scared to share who I am and why, like how I have those different interests. Even back then, as I was like 13-14 years old, I got the first job back then. It was like literally with the family member, and he used to repair motorcycles. So that was my first job. I learned problem solving there, and I've worked in so many industries. I've done so many things. I've been always this guy. That's me. Welcome. So that's the first one. So the reason why I'm pausing is because I have different interests, and as time goes, as time passes, once I'm interested in something and then I go all in into it, or the business requires that I go all into it, so I go all in into it. and then I pause this channel because the channel is for a certain purpose, you know. And that's one. So for because of these different interests that I have, I kind of created somewhere on the road different social medias, because I thought like, oh, the social media should be like for one single topic, because that's what people tell you, like you got a niche down, or you gotta pick a topic, pick a problem and talk about it, which I appreciate, but I haven't been able to achieve that because I have those different interests. I literally burn and I'm very curious for these different topics. The second one is authenticity, and I want to mention that as a positive point. Because whenever I try to stick to this one of those interests and go all in just like into that, somewhere on the road I start feeling inauthentic because I'm not interested in the topic right now. Like, let's say that I'm in a place in the business where I'm educating myself a lot about the finance. I went all into finance. I've read all of the books that you can imagine about finance. So I created even a financial offer because I was so curious about it, and I start helping other people also with the finance, similar to how I've helped myself in the business about finance. And now that's why like I started back then a financial offer, and till this moment I enjoy doing it, and it has a system. I'm helping people. People are very grateful for it. That's one topic. But somewhere on the road I might have started something because of that doesn't feel authentic. Now in that case, in the financial case, I didn't start a social media just for it. But another example is this channel right here. You know, I've posted a couple of things about like how to grow your agency, literally how to perform higher, how to sell higher, and I was trying to literally just like pick up a target. Me myself, I've never done like the agency business model as it is, but I'm all into coaching and consulting. That's me. I'm being very honest here. But I've noticed that I've helped a lot of people who have already agencies to go to the next level because I'm so good in sales. I'm so good in psychology of high performing. And this is like my passion since a while. I've been doing it for 4 or 5 years, and I've been a person and a human being and tackling those different interests and being a high achiever on all of those different interests for a while now, which has taught me how to be a high performer. And that's why like back then I started my coaching business. So authenticity is very important. Somewhere on the road I posted those videos, for example, for agencies, but for some reason I'm not passionate about that anymore. I don't enjoy working with agency owners anymore for a while now, and I'm not working with those people. If I get someone who's interesting guy, I can help them, but I don't want to target them. I don't want to target them. And somewhere on the road this has started to feel unauthentic, and that's why I paused, because I cannot be inauthentic. That's what I've noticed about myself. It might be also in your case. And then another thing that I've mentioned already, the different interests, I mentioned that. And then sales and marketing, you know, like to be able to survive, to be a human being who's happy, I need the money at the end of the month. And that's why like I'm very focused on the business. So sometimes whenever like the sales are low in the business, it obligates me to go there and focus on the sales instead, on the outreach, to put my focus there instead of putting the focus on the marketing aspect of things, because the marketing in a lot of cases it's a long-term game. You know, you might go viral, you might think that you will post something and go viral tomorrow, but it's not the case in a lot of in most of the cases it doesn't happen. It might happen though. I've experienced that a couple of times, and that's why like I have a couple of offers which are running in the background, bringing me some money, thanks to me just being able to show up with authentically, being myself with those different interests. Because people out there will tell you like you gotta choose something, the book of One Thing, Gary Keller. I've read this book and respect it a lot. It has helped me a lot. But I have a different philosophy right now. I've just realized that's me. I have different interests. Sales and marketing. So because the sales are low, I gotta then focus on the sales to grab more money to be able to live and to be able to survive, etc. Because I live from my own business for 3 years now. Time. Because I want to put my time into the sales. So time is a point on that I've written down. I've just journaled about this. I've literally written down like why I keep pushing or stopping or pausing YouTube. So time, because I'm focusing on the sales or I'm focusing on client satisfaction. I've had, for example, the last time I've posted was October. I have had a huge company that I'm training on sales, a huge company. Like we're talking about like 10 million yearly revenue. These are the numbers that I know that are publicly there. We are talking about like 18, 19 showrooms. I had literally to teach and consult and coach the whole team. So I was focusing on that. It was like it required a lot of my time, a huge high ticket offer. So time, sometimes I'm focusing on the client satisfaction, client fulfillment, or on sales, and that's why I wouldn't be able to focus on the marketing sometimes and be there for it. Another one is money, because you might tell me like, oh, outsource, automate. I'm the king of automations. I'm trying that, I'm doing that, and I'm all about automations. And I've automated a lot of parts of my business. And that's why I'm being able right now as a solopreneur. I have a couple of people with me, but no one is an employee. They are just like freelancers with me. They have systems in place that I've built with time. So money is there, but money is not unlimited. No one is funding me. I'm funding everything literally from my own pocket. So with that said, money is a thing, right? Like there is a calculation. How much can you invest? Or like if I would be multimillionaire, maybe I would be able to run all of those channels successful. But or maybe you don't know, like how much would it cost literally to run a whole channel, or like if to run one channel successfully, you need like to make a lot, man. And I'm just like making six figures, to be very open with you. So, and the last thing is the standards. Sometimes I've noticed like I have this standard issue, and the standard issue is literally that sometimes I would post something, it would get a lot of views, and then I would have that as a standard. Oh, like I need to get those views again, which is a problem, right? That's an issue, an identity issue or standard issue. And another example of that is literally where I would put a lot of work into a YouTube video, and then because of that I kind of take that as a standard, and then I want to do the same thing for every single video, and I cannot do that because of time or something else, and that's where I kind of, because of the standard not being able to hold the standard, I cannot do the same quality of video. That's why like I'm gonna stop and pause. So I just wanted to share those with you so you're aware of them, in case also you're going through something similar. And I think moving forward, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna be myself here, man. I'm gonna be myself. What I do is mainly like one thing. I understand the human psychology is so good, and I have different interest, and I have like different knowledge that I've built and packages, offers that I've built with time, but mainly it's the psychology that I've mastered. Because I've mastered the psychology, I'm really good in sales, and I can coach people in sales, and I can take a team literally from a place being on like 7 figures, take them to a bigger 7 figures to 8 figures, and I've done that before. And that's one of my superpower. That's how I live. I just like come into the company, and psychologically speaking, I'm just like extremely smart. I think that's my superpower. And then with time, I've combined that with different things. So I've combined that with finance. So financial, like if you think about it, finance is literally 80% behavior. And that's why I work in the finance field, because anyone who wanna do personal budgeting, etc., they want to be held accountable. They want to have a system that works. So I figured it out for myself. And that's why I just like grab the system that I have, implement it into their life, and make sure that they literally implement the system. Because the problem is not with the system. Like there are so many systems out there. The problem is like picking the system that works for you and making sure that you stick to it. And that's where I help. And when it comes to the sales, it's the same thing. I've read, you can name the book, and I've read it, from spin selling to the Challenger, different books, psychology of sales. Name the book, I've read it about sales. And name the book, I've read also about finance. So I read a lot of books. Here's just like a small collection, and I've reached a level right now where I just like need to create, because I have so many knowledge in this head right here. And that's it. That's me. And if you are interested literally to take your life and business to the next level and see what I can offer you, I'm gonna put a link in this description. We can jump on a call and see if I can offer something for you. With that said, have a great one. Make sure to subscribe, because 51 of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So make sure to subscribe, and see you in the next one.